Okay, so here we go. Today's date 1/4/2022. Okay, girls, Mars, focus. Here we go. Okay, so objective today is really proving parallel lines. Okay, proving parallel lines. So how are we going to prove parallel lines? Okay.
We need 3 actually.
Oh, that's there, right? Okay. So how are we going to prove parallel lines? Well, if we can show angles pairs are equal, so what we want to do is show angle pairs to be equal. So if we can show angle pairs are equal, or maybe supplementary, by the converse, then we're going to say that the angles are going to be, or the lines are going to be parallel. So go ahead and write that down. Proving parallel lines, we do that by showing angle pairs to be equal. So the whole term converse is saying something in the opposite way. Okay? So we have an if-then statement. Okay? If-then statement. So we're going to say if I win $20,000, then I would take my family to Hawaii, right? But the converse of that would be saying, if I take my family to Hawaii, then I win $20,000, right? That's the converse. Now the converse doesn't always have to be true, but that would be the converse. I'm just going to write it backwards from if-then and switch it around. Okay, does that make sense? So if I switch this around, write the converse, I would write if I take my family to Hawaii, then I will win $10,000. So in an if-then statement, all we did is we changed the if and the then and switched it around.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
That's saying, that the other one says if they win $10,000, they get to take their family to Hawaii. But this one's saying, I take my family to Hawaii and then win $10,000.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to, but it's still a converse statement. Now there's a lot of ones that do make sense. For instance, here's a mathematical one that makes sense. If I have a 90-degree angle, then I have a right angle. If I have a 90-degree angle, then I have a right angle. Flip it around. If I have a right angle, then I have a 90-degree angle. That makes sense, doesn't it, Mars?
Yeah.
So that one, and they don't always have to make sense, but all it is just switching around, okay? So we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it with angles. So the converse says if corresponding angles are congruent, that means equal, then lines are parallel. And I want to draw a picture, okay? If corresponding angles are congruent, then 2 lines are parallel. So I want to draw a picture. There's my F. So, if these 2 angles are equal, the line's parallel. Say it again. If these 2 angles are equal, the line's parallel. Thumbs up? Does that make sense? This won't be hard. The second one says alternate. So if alternate interior angles
are congruent, that means equal, then two lines are parallel. Okay, and I'll draw a picture.
Draw a picture, okay? These are the alternate interior angles. It makes the Z, right? If these two lines are equal, these two angles are equal, the lines are parallel. If these angles are equal, it forces the lines to be parallel. Does that make sense? What am I doing? Am I going too fast? Going too fast?
Okay. So the same thing with alternate exterior angles. If alternate exterior angles are congruent, then two lines are parallel. I draw a picture.
If alternate exterior, those are on the outside, alternate exterior, those are the outside angles. If these two angles are equal, the lines are parallel. That makes sense, doesn't it? It forces them to be parallel. If these weren't equal, then the lines would be parallel, right? Lousy drawing, but that's just the way it is, okay? Good thing I don't teach art, huh? We'll let Taylor's mom do that, huh?
Okay, now finally, this one's a little bit different. Consecutive interior, they have to add, write down, these have to add to 180 degrees, okay? They have to add up to 180 degrees. So if consecutive interior angles are supplementary, okay, let me go ahead and highlight that word, supplementary. I'm going to highlight that word for us. And I'm going to circle 180. Okay, supplementary means 180. Then the lines are parallel. Okay, I'm going to draw a picture of that. Okay. And show you what I'm talking about, okay? Kind of makes a C. There. Okay.
Yeah, it makes it kind of a C, doesn't it? So these two angles don't even look equal. They're not. They're not equal at all. They can't be equal. But if they add up, for instance, that's 60, 120, 100 or 80. If they add up to 180, these two angles add up to 180, it forces the lines to be parallel, okay? All right, so then if we know all that information,
Let's take a look at example 1. Are they parallel? Yes or no? Are these? They're not. No. Why not? Well, I would say alternate interior angles are not equal. Not equal. So no way. And there's my theorem, right? No, because alternate interior angles are not equal. There's my theorem right there. Alternate interior angles. Okay? So how do we make them parallel? How do we make them parallel? I want these lines to be parallel. What do I have to do?
Exterior will equal.
You got to make them equal. So I could either, what do you want to do, Mara? It's up to you. Do you want to make this one 57 or this one 58? It doesn't matter, does it?
I don't know.
What do you guys want to do?
57.
Okay, let's make this one 57. Now they're equal, aren't they? Right? It's easy. If they're equal, they're parallel. Thanks, Mars. Turn the page. Nope, I'll wait. No, please stop me, Tay. If I get going too fast, I do not want to be that teacher, right? Okay. Okay, Tay, give me thumbs up when you get it. You good? Okay. Okay, are they parallel?
Alternate angles are not.
They're not. No, because 81 plus 100 does not equal 180, right? You guys agree with that? They're not. So what theorem am I talking about? I'm talking about this one called the consecutive interior angle. So I'm talking about the consecutive interior angle theorem. Okay, theorem is just a fancy word for rule in math. It's just a fancy word. Okay, so let's make them equal. What do you want to do to make them equal? How about we change this one to 80? Would that work? If I change that angle to 80, they'd be parallel, wouldn't they? Right? They'd be parallel. Okay. Okay, now, if these two lines are going to be parallel, what does x have to be? Well, let's set them equal, because I want them to be equal. Let's set them equal, because they need to be equal. So I'm going to say, all right, I'm going to go 3x equals 2x plus 20, right? Let's solve for x, right? How am I going to solve for x? Minus 2x minus 2x. X equals 20. Therefore, this angle is 60 degrees. If I put 20 in there, you okay with that? And this angle's got to be 60 also. And they're parallel. So then I can write this. W is parallel to V. I made them parallel, didn't I? I made them parallel. I found out the value of x. If x is 20, makes them equal. If x is 20, it makes them equal. 60, 60, okay? I found the value of x, it makes them equal. I solve, got x is 20, 20 makes them equal, okay? Now, example 4. I do not want them to be equal. What do I want? They don't even look equal. They don't look equal. Check it out. What am I talking about? You say, Mr. Davies, are you going crazy? Look at this. Does this angle look equal to this angle? No, that looks like less than 90. More than 90. But if they add up to what? 180, then we can make them parallel. Not equal, but something. Yeah, David?
What was that?
This one, it's a same side consecutive. Right? Consecutive same side. I like to call it same side supplementary, but this book calls something different. So I'm going to say that x plus 2x have to equal 180, okay? These two have to add up to 180. Makes that C, right? I like to call them same side supplementary. This book calls them consecutive interior, okay? I like to call them same side supplementary. Anyway, so I got a 3x equals 180, right? 1x plus 2x. Divide by 3, x is 60. So if x is 60, this angle's 60 degrees, and this angle's 120 degrees. And 60 plus 120 makes 180. So I can say L is parallel to M. Boom. So today's homework's super easy, super short, but that won't bother you at all, right? So what I have is page 290. And I'd like you to do 1 through 6, all very easy assignment today. We got time to get it done, we really do. We have actually time to get it done. Hold on, Grace. Hold on, Grace. Come on, stop.